This is a Bishop of Llandaff video on how to multiply. We're going to look at calculations such as 22 times 18 in this video. When I was taught in school, it was writing one on top of the other, like so. But this isn't currently the way that we teach it in school. We focus on two methods, either the grid method or Chinese multiplication, and I'm going to talk you through how we do both. The first one is the grid method. To complete the grid method, what we do is we split 22 up into its components, into its tens, which is 20, and its units should be 2. The 18 gets split into 10 and 8. What we do next is we multiply the number above this box and to the right of this box. So 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 times 10, which is 200. 20 times 8, which I don't know, but I do know that 2 times 8 is 16. And as there is 1 0 here and no zeros here, I add in just 1 0 here. Now I have these four different solutions. To find the answer to 22 times 18, I write them preferably in descending order and in column such as here. Next I add in the columns, so 0 add 0 add 0 add 6 is 6, 0 add 6 add 2 add 1 is 9, and finally 2 add 1 is 3. So my answer to 22 times 18 is 396. An alternative way is called the Chinese multiplication. It is very similar to the grid method, but the one key difference is that we don't split the 22 into 20 and 2, we just write it as 2 and 2. The 18 we write as 1 and 8. When we multiply the numbers together this time, we're going to do the number to the top times by the number to the right. But if I focus on this one here first, I'm going to do 2 times 8, which is 16. I write the tens in the top box and the units in the bottom box. So here, when I do 2 times 1, I'm going to have the answer of 2, which would be 2 units, and no tens, so I must write in 0 tens here. Then 2 times 1 again would be 2 again, and 2 times 8 would be 16 again. In these diagonals, you add the numbers together. So this one here has got nothing left to add, so it's literally just the 6. Then 2 add 1 add 6 is 9, and then 0 add 2 add 1 is 3. You must be careful that when you draw your diagonal lines, they are true diagonals and they go from one corner to the other corner. That is the biggest mistake we see students make with this type of question here. You could use the grid method to multiply numbers such as 396 times 7. Because this is 3 digits, it means it must be 3 boxes across. And because this is 1 digit, it means it must just be 1 box down. If it was 27, I'd just add another row here, and I'd partition the 27 into 20 and 7. So 396 would become 390 and 6. And I'm multiplying by 7. 6 times 7 is 42. 9 times 7 is 63. But that wasn't 9 times 7, that was 90 times 7, so 1 0 here must get added in here, and 3 times 7 is 21. So 21 goes there, and these two zeros come in by here. Next, I must add these in column addition. So 2,100, now this is my thousands columns here, so when I write the 630, that 6 must go under the 1 to keep them in the correct columns. So 630. And then the 42, now that mustn't go under the 6 because that's hundreds. Let's go by there. 42. Add. And then we have 0 add 0 add 2, which would be 2. We have 3 add 4 add 0, which would be 7. 6 add 1, which is also 7. And then 2 add nothing is 2. So my answer is 2,772. Again, I could have used Chinese multiplication to solve this. This time, instead of writing 300, however, I would write just the 3. Try that again. So 3, 9, and 6 times by 7. That would give me the 42. that would give me the 63, and this would give me the 21. So 10's in the top box, units in the bottom box, add in the diagonals, so we get 2, and then we get 7, 7 again, and 2. If we had a number that carried, for instance, if these two numbers had added to give, say, 13, then I've written down the 3 here and carried the 1 to the next column, just like we do with normal addition.